In the last 3 days she's been quite poorly, sickness and diarrhoea, but it's got quite severe. Ethan and I have been up since 4:30 this morning with her, cleaning and cuddling her and making her feel better, but we're quite concerned about her now.
Polly, please.
Right.
Come on, Polly. So Polly's been rushed down to us. Her owner's really worried because she has had vomiting and diarrhoea and she's passing a lot of blood from her back end. She's only 7 months old, so she's really, really worried that there's something quite nasty going on.
She's an eater.
She's an eater?
She's been a bit poisoned, she eats leaf, bar, flowers.
So she eats things that she shouldn't do?
She certainly does.
She looks pretty miserable, doesn't she? She's a little bit pale there, isn't she? Ethan, do you want to help me? Yeah, okay. So what I need you to do is, I need you to stroke her ears. I need you to stroke her ears, that's it. That's it. Because I think seeing you makes her feel better.
She's had a poo and was little black.
So the poo looked black?
Little bits.
Okay.
She was bleeding yesterday.
Yeah, so she's had bloody poo as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so what that could be is that she has got some blood somewhere in her guts, and when the blood gets digested, it looks like coffee grounds. It's always really worrying when you've got any pet that's passing blood in their vomit or feces, but when you've got a younger dog, potentially this could be a nasty viral infection, something like parvovirus, which we know is life-threatening. They can have a really, really nasty hemorrhagic gastroenteritis, or she's got a parasite infection, or that she swallowed something that's stuck and she's actually got a blockage. So what I'm going to recommend that we do, we keep Polly in with us. We'll do a blood test just to check her general health, and then I think I would like to do an ultrasound scan of her tummy and just check that there's nothing going on in there that we could maybe quickly fix.
So she's sleeping in tonight?
So this is an animal hospital where we're going to try and make her feel a little bit better. Polly's owners are really, really lovely. She's only 7 months old and they've got a really, really lovely bond with her, and you can see that they're so worried that they're going to lose her, so it's really important that we really try and find out what's going on with her so we can fix her. So what we'll do is, we're going to keep her in with me and we're going to give you a call in a couple of hours.
Bye. See you in a couple of days.
Thank you very
I
much.
don't want to go.
It's okay, I'll look after Ethan, I promise. I'm going to look after her, okay?
Thank you. And
You go and have a nice day, okay?
bye now.
Bye. Bye. She's had 4 days of vomiting and diarrhoea and she can't keep any water down. So if we can do some bloods first.
In Yorkshire, Louisa urgently needs to find out what's making Shih Tzu puppy Polly extremely ill.
So you can see that she's really quite lethargic. She's 7 months old, so she should normally be quite active and silly and being a puppy. And the fact that she can't keep water down, you know, they can dehydrate really quickly. So it's really important that we get her in, get her on some fluids and have a look, see if we can find what's going on. Maybe she's more flat now. So can you see it raising at all? So we're actually just struggling to even see a vein where to take bloods from because she is dehydrated. It's okay. Taking blood is actually really tricky today because she's so dehydrated that her veins are collapsed. So I'm actually struggling to find the veins where we normally take them from. It must be in that groove there. Goes to show how poorly she is that I can't see this vein. Okay, I think let's do a leg.
Louisa and nurse Nikki are now attempting to take blood from the desperately ill puppy's leg.
It's good news that we've taken some bloods now from Polly and we're getting her on a drip so we can put lots of fluids into her system and sort of rehydrate her and make her feel a little bit better. So once we've done that, I'll check the bloods and we'll make a plan and see where we go from here. The blood results are supporting the fact that she's showing she's dehydrated. So her red blood cell count looks like it's really high, but it's a sign of dehydration. And her white blood cell count is super high. So she's obviously got some sort of infection or inflammatory process going on that's making her feel really poorly. She is only 7 months old and she's obviously got something nasty going on. So we need to try and find the source of this infection or inflammatory response that's going on so we can try and fix it, which is why we're going to do the ultrasound scan next. Okay. here. This is all bits of intestine that are all really inflamed. I mean, even that doesn't look nice, does it?
It's no wonder little Polly is so sick.
She's actually been not only pooing blood, but she's been pooing dark blood, so it might be that actually she's bleeding from her intestines. Oh, sorry, Treasure, sorry, I'm being really gentle, really gentle. It might be that actually she's bleeding from her intestines.
In North Yorkshire, Louisa is performing an ultrasound scan on 7-month-old Polly to find out why the young puppy is suffering from a potentially fatal bout of diarrhea.
You see, this is just all just poo, 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 bowel, bowel, bowel.
Poor Polly is suffering a severe case of gastroenteritis, and unless it's treated quickly, it can be deadly.
I've seen particularly young dogs that get hemorrhagic gastroenteritis become really dehydrated, and they essentially just poo fluid and blood. Sometimes they die. So this is the stomach. It is just really, really full of liquid and little bits of old food. It shouldn't be that much full of food when she's had vomiting and diarrhea, so she's not really been eating anything.
Just lie there. I know.
All of her intestines are really, really quite poorly. They're dilated, they're full of fluid when they should be all collapsed and empty because she's not been eating. So now we're going to try and see if there's any obstruction, so there's nothing stuck somewhere that would require us to go straight to surgery. But what we're going to do is we're going to go back and try and see if there's anything else that we can see, otherwise we'll just treat her for a nasty bout of gastroenteritis. So I can't see any obstruction, so I can't see a foreign body, so we'll treat her for a nasty hemorrhagic gastroenteritis sort of thing and hope that she feels better. All right, sweetheart. I feel like it's good news that we've not seen an obvious obstruction, so that's positive, but I'm still feeling a bit worried that even these gastroenteritis cases in a young dog, they can still be potentially quite life-threatening. We're just drawing up some antibiotics. I'm going to do 2 types of antibiotics to attack 2 different types of bugs. I don't know what's making her so sick, but I'm going to try and attack it from both sides based on how she looks, her blood test and the ultrasound scan. If she can have that metronidazole slow IV. Right.
Polly will stay overnight on an IV drip to replace desperately needed fluids. Louisa's confident her little patient will make a full recovery.